Hello and welcome back. It's been a week for you. It's been about 30 seconds for me. So first, let's do the easy fixes and fix the weakened skills. Yep, there it is. None of them have the instant tag. Don't know how I missed that. Let's just make sure all of these do. Nope. Oh yeah, they do. Instant, instant, instant. Okay, cool. So that's fixed. Easy fix there. Next, Sapping Mist. Why? Why was that just devastating? Okay, steals health. It's 200 plus attack times 2 plus magic attack times 2 minus defense minus the magic attack of the target. And then why is it doing so much? The math doesn't line up here. Yeah, okay, so magic attack and attack, we've got 70. So even on the high end, we've got 280, 480. That's it. It's 500 damage. Well, I guess that doesn't account per level. That level, let's see, the highest one was 28, so we'll just use that. So 28, this is just plus 1 each, so we're at 98 magic attack and attack. So times 2, because it's doubled, and times 2 because they're the same. Plus 200, so it's only 600 damage. Why did he do 2,000 damage? Yeah, it can crit, but is there something wrong with the instant damage state, maybe? Well, and then that's 500 damage before defense. Do I have a typo in here somewhere? Attack, mat, defense, magic defense. Yeah, those are all correct. Or remove the instant damage. But even then, that shouldn't... Because instant damage, there's instant damage tiny... Is, yeah, 10%. So a 20% chance to lose 10% of your health. No one takes bonus damage from darkness damage. Let's see, does he do bonus darkness damage? No. There's nothing here. He has a higher critical chance, but there's no way of critting every single time. there's nothing here that should make it deal that much damage. I'll remove the critical hit chance. Yeah, because it was that Sapping Mist that was doing it. Oh, I wonder, is life drain affected by recovery? That is an important question. Let's see, what exactly? Okay, here's guide to all parameters. So there's a good chance that that's exactly what that is. That's not helpful. Stop putting mechanics and damage. So I think that's what it is. I think drain must be affected by recovery. So it is doubling the damage, but still that doesn't explain the total, the huge amount that is being dealt. Sorry about that, I just got something on my glasses. So I'm going to drop this. I'll remove the 200 and the 100. Because clearly it's doing way more damage than intended. That was absolutely devastating. And then, why were they so fast? They got a decently high agility, but not too crazy. I mean, actually, that's about on par. But they were going before speeding. That's weird. Clearly, my game is possessed. I'll lower it by 4. It's not going to make much of a difference, but it might make some on the lower end. So, save. Sapping Mist, Hovering Spirit. Next is, why was the mage not dying? Troops. Mage fight. Immortal. Ah! There it is. It was only running that check once per battle. At turn end, run that. Alright, cool. And that was also only running once per battle. The backup check was set wrong, too. Dang it. Okay. Easy fixes there. Fixed all around. Okay. Now then, though, in the desert... Why were you not changing? Because I swear I set these up. I guess not. Right, because I decided it really only applied for the... It would really only affect games post-update. But you know what? I'm gonna build in some redundancy here. So if for some reason the orb doesn't work, you can come back here and click it again. And at the very least, it'll update the trackers out front. And that'll make everyone's life just a little bit easier. I don't think this one has any remaining switches. Nope. That one does have a switch. This one has no switches. Okay. All of those are fixed. Ah, there it is. Oh. Wait, did I really? I just got unlucky? I did. Yep, I just got very unlucky. That's fair. That's fair. So I got lucky for the crystal fight. Because let's see. Where's the level set? Odd, I don't see a level set event on this map. These are all the old loot. So, do I only have it set once? You know, actually, that's fair. That's fair, because you'll have to come back here between each area. So, the level is, we're looking at 5 to 15? Yeah. Levels 5 to 15. Then there are a few spots in here that increase the enemy levels. I believe these, yeah. So a few of these will increase enemy levels. Going down this hall increases the enemy level. I don't think I have any random ones around the map that'll do that. No. So it's just because I triggered enough of those and then ran into that fight and was a little unlucky. Yeah. Yep, there we go. I'd hit pretty much all of them except for these 4, I think. Still weird that they were so strong. That Sapping Mist, I'm hoping that fixed it. That was very odd. Let's see, what can I do to help flesh out this map? Let's do... Where is scavenge? I want to double check that that's working properly. There we go, scavenge. So it's supposed to be running a loot check, but it doesn't seem to be doing that, which is odd. So I might have to condense these. Which is not the end of the world. Scavenge keys. So I might just have to make this scavenge 1. Did I spell that right? Oops. And then I'll take scavenge keys. And we'll just run that. Oops. Once. Run it twice. Run it thrice. Scavenge 4, ran it 3 times, and then a large scavenge. Okay. I could optimize these. I could optimize these a lot. You know what? Okay, so this one's fine. This one, you have a small chance to find 2 keys. And a high chance to find, 50% chance to find 1 key. So scavenge count, 1 to 4. And it does not. I forgot the main mechanic of this whole thing was I was supposed to add the scavenge count to the random, and I forgot that part. Alright, so I'm going to fix that here real quick. Add variable 58. The whole scavenge mechanic hinged on that, and I totally botched it. Oh, man. There we go. Okay. Well, that's fixed. So the more times you scavenge, the higher chance you get to get a key until you actually find one. So this, what I should have it do instead is at the bottom. Yeah, okay, so I'll need a new variable here. I can just use random 2. I don't need to do anything fancy. Random 2, add 1. Up here, random 1 needs to be set to 0 at the start. Okay. And down here, okay, so scavenge count is 1. That sets to 0. Okay, and then this here, conditional branch, if random 2 equals 1, you find a key. And if random 2 equals 2, you find 2 keys. Because there is a... This one will have a greater than or equal to 4. That can go up to 4, so this will actually be 2 to 5. So this will be a 2 out of 5 chance. Oh, interesting. So it's not 25. This should go at the end. Yes. This should be at the bottom of the check, not the top. So if you've already used it and didn't find a key, there we go. That's much better. Okay, then, so that'll set to 0. 2 gets +1 if you find a key. Does it again. And 2 also gets +1 if you find a key. So if you find a key, you find a key. If you find 2 keys, you find 2 keys. If you don't find any keys, you don't find any keys. Okay. So now I'm going to just copy this, clear this out. You find 3 keys. And yes, I could code this with variables and make it all fancy, but it's unnecessarily complicated. And I'm trying to make things less likely to fail. So now we've got 3 checks, a total of +3 to scavenge count. You can find up to 3 keys if you're really lucky. And then let's see, how is big different than, okay, it's just you get +2. Alright. So all of this needs to get copied. Alright, scavenge 3, I need to add another scavenge count at the end. There we go. Scavenge count, check, scavenge count, and a scavenge count. +2 at the end. So this time, I mean, if you haven't used scavenge at all before, you'll have 0. It comes 1 to 4, so you have a 1 in 4 chance of success. And you have a 2 in 4 chance, and a 3 in 4 chance, and you're guaranteed to get at least one key. And you get +2 for your next scavenge use. 4. You find 4 keys. There we go. And going back to skills, we've got basic loot, weak loot, moderate loot, strong loot. Fair enough. So the issue was, it just wasn't doing anything from what I could tell. It was skipping the loot part and just running the keys. So let's go to basic loot. Where do I have basic loot? Basic loot, there it is. Let's add, oops, comment, basic loot, key, check. There. And here we'll have the, I think this was small loot. Key check. Weak loot, moderate loot, strong loot. There we go. Actually, maybe I should just have them all do multiple basic loot checks. Because, I mean, here we're looking at wood, tea, dispel, herb, shovel. Yeah, pretty standard stuff. Moderate, we're now getting into elemental gear and accessories. Strong, we've got elemental gear, rune. Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with weak for everything else. So, more minor general loot. Keys being the biggest reward. But these are, I mean, useful items still. And now go to the skills and actually make them just run scavenge. So I think the issue is putting multiple common events in a single skill. I don't think the engine can handle that very well. Okay, there we go. So scavenge is working again. I addressed those other bugs and things. His checks are complete. I think that's it for now. So I'm going to save that. I'm going to push this update and probably actually go back and finish that playtest. Alright, I'll see you all in the next video. Collect eyeballs. I found a maggot mound.